Morning, everybody. It's the Kaleido Valley King Giga Chad here, about to show you how to go through the valley to maximize all your Steely and your rewards. So, step number one, as you can see, my Wonder Steel for the week is at level 15. The way I did that is I max out all of my following follower recruitment tokens at 500. The way I do that is I only get my Wonder Steely to level 5 every week, which is about 100 tokens, and then I save the rest for the valley. So let's just jump into it. First step is the supply pack. I always get the supply pack up top right here. I really find a lot of value in this, because it gives you the extra wild Pokemon and it gives you, or Protomon, and it gives you the extra insanity cap. And that insanity cap is really what gets your runs really far towards the end of the process. I'm just going to check to see what the merchant has. Yeah, don't got enough. Okay. So for the bans, what I always do is I'll ban anything that's under 700. But when you're banning, as you can see, it eats up your Steely up here. So, if I banned everything, it's going to cost more Steely per run than if I just leave everything under 700. Well, don't remind me again, depart now. See, so this is only going to eat up 820 Steely. Um, I'll manually explore. I don't really use the auto explore because it doesn't get as good a results, so I always explore myself. All right, we'll start with the egg. So for the egg, I'll generally take it if it's two. I won't take ones, and I'll refresh it at that point, and of course, I'll always take threes. So the strategy early on when you're picking your regions is to try to get triples. So the triples up here give you better rewards towards your chests, which become less important the further you go. Another thing to keep in mind is I will always try to pick what is the lowest on this bar. So as you go through the valley, these bars will increase and increase and increase to the point where it'll make some of these things unobtainable. So that's why I always pick the lowest one to try to tackle. All right, so in this case, I got one. I'm just going to refresh it. There we go. I will always pick eggs unless there's a pond. So that's my other tip is always get the eggs. There's been some discussion on a higher level if cards may be better the later you get into a run. I'm still doing some testing with that and I haven't gotten, conclusive evidence yet. So you see, like, I'm good on prairie. So I'm going to pick either forest or frost path. And again, that's because, I have a really high proficiency with prairie. So I want to maximize my lower proficiencies before the bar gets raised too high and I can't do them anymore. All right, right here, I like Blood Pact. That's my favorite one. I don't like anything that does with cards. I like things that does with the eggs because I'm always going to go after eggs. Yeah, and again, here we go. Like I have a high prairie, so I'm going to go with the frost path. And I'm going to try to get triples on the frost path or at least doubles on it. Okay, three, we'll take that. Desert path. So when you get your selection at your rest stop, I'm gonna always pick Protobon eggs until I get over 30 insanity, and then I'll pick rest area. The purpose of that is when you start building up insanity a lot, you're basically towards the end of your run, and the only way you're going to keep going forward is if you can keep your insanity down, because your adaptability is just not going to be there. All right, going to pick desert or frost to try to get 2 out of 3. Okay, and now here, I will always pick the chest because that way I don't have to go down a path, so I'm not increasing the difficulty of the valley, and I get a step forward towards the end of this section. See, now you're seeing that my desert's a little out of reach, but that line's not too far above it, so I'll keep hitting desert.